So Wednesday morning, and I'm just in M174 at the moment, about to do some bell hauling. So it's about 5:30 in the morning, and I thought I'd crack on with the bells early because it's going to be really hot today. Just get out and shoot the tractor. I get moving these bells early today in this cool weather, then it won't be so bad when heat kicks in. There's the tractor and the bell trailer. We've got some bells here. So this ground here is quite steep stuff. We don't usually cut this, but we had a fair bit of grass this year, so we thought we'd make this in the hay. The animals weren't that keen on the grass, so it went a bit out in front of them. So the bit we cut all these bits here, but we couldn't cut that bit there because it's too steep. On camera it doesn't look that steep, but this is like really steep here. Got the tower in the background now. And I've got, in a minute, I've got to come out, so then I've got to go that hill. There's a road the other side of that hill, and it goes right the way up there to that tower, and that is really steep. So I've got a track on that there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find a bit of flat ground, and I'm going to hitch this bell trailer off, put the bells on. It's all dusted up today, this tractor. Where it's been so dry and dusty on, and tracks is getting all over the place. As soon as you get a bit of rain, we'll give her a wash off. Right, so I've got to find a level bit of ground. I've got 2 high gear too. If I get up on this ridge up here, it's be quite flat. I reckon there's a good 40 bells out here, and I can fit 22 on a load. So it's going to be a couple of those. There we go, this is a bit flat. This is still steep mine here, but it's made the flattest bit I can find. Right, just drop the bell trailer. Got a mirror there on the bell trailer to see the hitch. Right, let's get some bells. It's about the driest I've ever seen this field. This can be a really wet field, but this is really dry. I'm going to take a picture of this in a minute because we don't usually do this, because even in dry times in the summer this is wet or wetish because you've got springs coming out of all these hills here. Right, there's the first bell on. So I'm right on top of the ridge at the moment, getting this bell right up in the corner, and look at that. There's a bell trailer down there. That's how high I am. That's how steep this field is. Look at that all over there. I've got about 4 or 5 bells up there. I've got to get now. I've got to take it down there. Now I've got to tuck it up this hill here. Over there. Right, so that's the last bell on. Falling back to the farm. Hard spot. Right on the peak of the hill at the moment. I'm in C1. It's tracking up over really steady. Here we go, now we're up. Right, take full drive out, track on. That's a really, really steep hill, that is. hard to see how steep it actually is on camera, but this tractor is 170-ish horsepower and he boosts at 180, 190 I think. And now it's a struggle for it. That's why I'm doing it this time morning, because you don't want to go out there in the daytime, meet a camper van or something, in case they can't reverse it and you've got to reverse down with a load of hay. Lights on. Bit of hay there. Just a heap of hay. So all the hay's getting stacked outside this year because we've got no room in the sheds. So that's a heap there. Gonna put a sheet over that before it rains next time. So I'm gonna hitch off and then just start stacking it in there. I'm gonna have to get a big sheet to go on top, because usually we do sausage rolls, but we ain't got enough space here. Alright, so that hay's morning. Filling this tractor up with fuel. Fuel coming in. How many litres we're putting in? We've got 4 litres. So that's 175. Got the mower here. I'll wash the windows off in a minute because it's really dusty. Turn into a big dust bowl. There's the tractor, he's filling up fuel. So we're going to mow some more ground, what we don't usually cut again. It's like really hilly, horrible stuff, but can't get no animals to it because it's got no water, like water. We usually drag water out there, but because it's hot weather, we're not going to be able to get enough out there. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it. So I think we've got a bit of a dry one coming. We're going to have a lot of grub if it carries on like this. So we're going to try and make as much grub as possible in case we've got to feed it back to the animals now. Let's have a little grease line in a minute. Check everything's all linked up alright. Alright, check the fuel. Still filling up. One great thing about these tractors now is the air con in these tractors. You can go in any hot weather really. Back in the old days when you had no air con, it was hot and dusty, you had the doors open out, try to get a bit of air to come in. But now it's great, you can just track on in these tractors in high heat, no worries at all. So yeah, I'll wash these windows off because it's really dusty and we want to be able to see. Can't see it up that window too much, look at half the dirt. I'm just getting to the field. Got to drop some wire in there to get through. Field's up through there. Stuck up a really steep hill at the moment. So here's tractor. This tractor's slightly different to what I 174. He's got his lights on the front here. What I think is quite cool. When bolts will put them on, it makes it look quite cool. And like when you're going in the dark and that, going through dark patches, but in the daytime people can see. Right, here we go, we're in the field. Let's fold the mower out. Push one of the spool valves, drop them there. Right, that drops them down. And I've got to put them down. That's top lit now. There we go, that's a white one. Someone swap that around there. 1000 shaft. Turn them on. Revs up alright. Make sure I've got the hydraulics right. I remember at about 1100. Full drive on just in case because it's steep. Let's go. There's a little shit coming out back. I reckon this has got to be one of the worst fields I've ever cut. Oh, it's not the steepest or the most awkwardest, but look at that coming out back. That's a dusty tripe, isn't it? It's full of moles, he says. That's because we had a dry winter. Moles everywhere. Nice bit of grass here, but we're only cutting this purely because like it's going to dry out and we might not have to feed it to cattle. Otherwise we'll walk away from it. Now I've taken real steady. I've taken that real steady, real little care after this. We're going to fucking mower up. Like dust going like everything's on fire. That soil that is. It's nice sandy soil this way. But it does hold the moisture well. Here we go. Nice bit of grass. Shame about all the bloody moles in it. All this, see? Look at this. All this dirt. It's all moles that is. Bluntens the blades. But that's turned like hay already. Not the best quality stuff. If anything, it's actually no quality in it at all. But animals will eat it if they get hungry. It starts drying up. We'll put it in a bell and we'll probably feed it back to them next week if it all burns up. Shake that dust out, all that dirt, all the mobile dirt. We'll flick it out, see, and that'll flick the dirt out. Then we rake it up again, bale it, it'll flick out a bit more. See how we go on.